Drones are no longer just the newest tech toys on the market for kids whose parents are willing to spend too much on a toy that's going to be broken in just a week. Nor are they just for the military operator in the battlefield. Yes, drones have become indispensable in warfare. They're a cheap surveillance, weapon, and message delivery system that just about anyone can get their hands on. Even getting food and medical aid to victims in disaster situations has completely done a 180 from what emergency aid was just 5 years ago. Now, we regular folk don't have the authority to strap rockets and guns to our drones like the military does. But that doesn't mean that we can't have a bunch of cool attachments that are changing home defense just as much as emergency relief and the military has gotten from them. Let's get into it. Here are all the models that can be utilized to protect your property without you even needing to leave the comfort of your couch. Number 1. Surveillance. Starting with the obvious and the most common use for drones, surveillance. Just having your eyes on the ground is an invaluable aid to getting ahead of the problem before it steps foot in your home. Almost every drone comes with a camera attached to it anyway, and there are 2 ways to go about this. Just for an extra set of eyes from the air, with no additional capabilities outside of having a live feed, you don't have to go super expensive. Actually, the units targeted toward children are easier to operate, have decent cameras, and come with night vision. They can even send a live feed right to your TV or your phone, and they're going to be much cheaper than the brand name ones are. Or you can go for a unit that has human and animal detection, heat recognition, night vision, and sound. These drones are quieter and cost a lot more. And don't think that because the camera can do more that it's going to be bigger. On the contrary, the most powerful lenses aren't going to be much bigger than a pack of cigarettes. Our top pick for the best all-around drone that launches fast and comes with a thermal camera is the DJI Mavic 3T Enterprise Thermal. Number 2. DJI Mini 3. We understand that not all of us are expert flyers right off the bat. So for those who are just starting out and want something that is the easiest to operate but is still priced reasonably enough that you don't feel like your soul is leaving your body when you accidentally crash it on your first solo flight, there's always the DJI Mini 3. All of the DJIs, no matter which one you pick, are going to be easier to control and they're robust enough to handle a few crash landings. But they still come with a decent camera and they're super compact. So much so that you can fold it up and fit it in your pocket. It's perfect for surveillance around your property and out in the wilderness if you want to get an aerial view of the land for hunting and camping. We highly recommend this model for beginners. The design and the price is very reliable. That's why we have more than one in the DJI series making an appearance on our list. Number 3. Sunflower's Home Security Drone. Third on our list is Sunflower's Home Security Drone. Look, we knew drones were getting smarter than ever, but this new system just blew us out of the water. It's also the one that won't require you to operate the drone at all. It's all automatic and specifically designed to catch trespassers. Simply put, sensors are placed around your perimeter. They can tell the difference between a car, your dog going out to do his business in the night, and human footsteps, no matter how quiet or sneaky the person is trying to be. The moment those sensors pick up human feet, the drone gets released from its launch bay as it flies to the sensor picking up on the movement, filming everything as it goes. The footage comes through directly to your phone that's programmed to set off an alarm to alert you, and it saves the footage on the cloud. When the threat is no longer in the radius of the sensors, the little drone simply goes back to its launch bay. It sounds simple, especially since it's all automatic, but the engineering behind this is absolutely genius and made specifically for those situations where the time can't be taken to get the drone, start everything up, and then go through the hassle of steering it too. And for once, we're not going to complain about the price. It's worth every penny. Our only criticism of this model is that it's loud. Very loud. That was done intentionally to scare away intruders, and it's been pretty effective at doing just that. But if you're more interested in stealth, then the Black Hornet's the drone for you. Number 4. The Black Hornet. It's the smallest drone available for civilians to purchase, and it's probably one of the most valuable drones on the battlefield. Yes, even compared to the ones equipped with ammunition and bombs. The Hornet is so tiny and quiet that it's rarely spotted. And even if someone gets lucky enough to see a thing that's as big as a hummingbird, Well, getting a target that small out of the air is next to impossible. It only has live video footage and no other attachments, but given its size, it's kind of amazing that they managed to fit such a high-grade camera onto it at all. Optimal size for optimal stealth. Number 5. The Zipline. The Zipline is a new drone that was designed by Amazon with the purpose of delivering small packages to customers. This takes drones that have a payload to a whole other level. The compartment can hold up to 8 pounds and is operated completely remotely. Obviously, it's first used for deliveries with small packages, and as a disaster relief tool to get medical supplies to hard-to-reach places. But being able to actually deliver up to 8 pounds changes things and opens up a huge scope of possibilities for the everyday man. Now, the company, also called Zipline, hasn't made any versions available to the public yet, but it's only a matter of time before they do. Otherwise, we wouldn't have mentioned it at all. It's expected to become available to us within the next 2 years. And by then, it's almost certain that someone will have taken the design and made it more affordable, and probably capable of carrying bigger packages too. Number 6. DJI Mavic Air 2 2S. The DJI Mavic Air is going to be the best unit that has a payload system that can be released remotely. Unlike the Zipline that has a closed compartment, this payload system is a grip that's attached to the underside of the craft, and one press of the button releases the grip and drops your small load. It can comfortably carry a soda can to give you an idea of the size and weight it can hold. Actually, now that we think about it, dropping a soda can on somebody's head from 30 feet up in the air is probably going to hit them hard enough to kill them. So please don't even try it. But a balloon filled with pepper spray, paint, or permanent dye is actually pretty effective, and a non-lethal way to put an intruder in his place. Drones are changing the way we go to war, and it's changing the way that we approach home security, hunting, and even farming. And the technology is getting smarter and smarter every day. No longer do you need the equivalent of a pilot's license to fly one like you did just a few years ago. There's no reason that you should be left behind because the tech looks too fiddly and complicated. Actually, it's easier than operating a lawnmower nowadays. So get your hands on a drone so that you can get your eyes on every inch of your property today already. So while you get your eyes in the air, this is Threat to Survival. Prepare today, thrive tomorrow. Embrace the threat to survival.